Peace. Ooh, think fast. Advice from source, you know what I'm saying, from your inner self, advice from your higher self, advice from different deities, you know what I'm saying. That, or matter of fact, just anything that resonates with your higher self, with the source within, with your heart, you know what I'm saying. It overrides any advice or information from somebody like me or any other brethren brethren or sister that's giving a spiritual insight. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I had a brethren I saw under one of my videos. He explained like, bro, it gets confusing at times because I hear, Bob Behemoth say one thing, Phil Valentine may say this, you saying that, and this person, and I'm just trying to, and I tell everybody, and this is what I learned from my own growth, you know what I'm saying? You got to go with what resonates within your heart, within your soul. And when I say within what resonates with the source within, because it's some things where you're watching and it's like, where they say something is like, all right, nah, Phil, nah, Bobby, I can't. I understand all other stuff, but this point right here, this don't sit too right with me. Like, cause too, you gotta understand the social and psychological dynamic behind things too when you get information. Certain people may not have no main agenda as far as like trying to do something other than give information, but because some of us giving information is not completely clean of their ego, you know, it's some ego, it's some egotistical things that may fly out with the information that's being given that doesn't resonate with the spirit and with the heart, and it's like, that don't resonate. Especially as a star seed, I tell you straight up, like as a star seed, I don't resonate. Yeah, I resonate with getting the indigenous knowledge back, with melanated peoples, you know what I'm saying, getting their culture knowledge back and coming, you know what I'm saying, together and stop separating. But I'm not down in no white person, you know what I'm saying, like that. I don't rock like that, you know what I'm saying, like, because it's another thing too is understanding the cohesiveness that go into the change that we're trying to get. But anyway, you know what I'm saying, like when certain brethren may go off of that end, it's like, it's like you don't resonate with me right now because it's my heart feels some kind of way when you went that way. When you went that way, my heart stayed, and I wasn't going that way with you. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with any and all information is like, it's what resonates with you. You know what I'm saying? Because yes, we have these masters, these people with a lot of, great information, great insight, but it's still, you know what I'm saying, may be certain little aspects in there that, may not resonate with you. Like I say, if it's because a little bit of, you know, egotistical words or something is in there, whatever the case may be, but you know what I'm saying, it's going with what resonates in your heart, with that God voice tell you inside. It's like, yeah, that's the information you should go with. You know what I'm saying? Because two, a lot of once you start becoming so intuitive, you know what I'm saying, you start information start resonating with you as soon as you hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, well, not that part of the sentence, not that what he said. You know what I'm saying? Like you just start to just it just automatically, well, all right, all this feel good, no, that don't feel right. And then two, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, it just feels, where it doesn't resonate, and if it doesn't, then you don't have to go along with that information or go with, you know what I'm saying? Now there's a difference though, and let me add this to it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that though it's something that's determined from the heart, and not the ego. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing with meditation and understanding what the source within looks like with yourself. Because if you can't decipher the two, then you might be, moving in ego, you know what I'm saying, when you're doing this process. You want to be completely in spirit when like when you come across some information that may not sit right. Because, say, for instance, some information may not sit right with the ego, but it's good for you. Because it's good. Because anything good for the spirit are scared of ego. With the ego, like, I don't like that. So, like, say, for instance, if you're hearing about, you got to shed your humanity, and become source, you're a vibrational being. If that seems like it comes off to not resonate with you, like that type of information, then that's your ego, and that's not, you're not trying to listen to that, you know what I'm saying? But if you hear some type of information and it feels from the heart, like, where, all right, matter of fact, on the opposite side, where, you're hearing some spiritual information and then you hear something that sounds egotistical and you like in your heart, like, nah, I can't, nah, I don't deal with that, you know what I'm saying? Same thing, vice versa, you know what I'm saying? Where you could, you could feel it, you know what I'm saying? But it's like in the heart or like the ego, you know what I'm saying? The ego is scared of spiritual information. So the ego may not sit right with information that may be good for you. So just keep that in mind, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, it, you want it to resonate with the heart, and you want the source within, you know what I'm saying? That not not dealing with the brain and the logic, you know what I'm saying? Not dealing with analytics, you know what I'm saying? Not dealing with, because that's where the ego come in with what you were taught before by, what I'm saying, by the control system, by your belief systems from your family. It's about what's within you, you know what I'm saying? That little voice, like, say, for instance, within me, that as a little kid told me confession was stupid. Being in the Roman Catholic Church, it was like, matter of fact, being in the Roman Catholic Church as a black man, understand that the Romans and the Catholic Church was a super European thing, and like what were we doing as black people? Like, matter of fact, which the church I belonged to was the biggest, one of the biggest black Roman Catholic churches in the South, Holy Ghost Church in Opelousas, Louisiana, which also proved to me to show that we probably had one of the biggest slave plantations in Opelousas too, because you also had that massacre where like 300 slaves got killed or whatever, and we still like strong. Like it's still a predominantly black, melanated town, you know what I'm saying? But like as the thing, like is that little voice is like all these black people, we Roman Catholics, like this don't feel right. And why do I, when I talk to God, or why can I talk to God on my own time? But my mom and dad and this preaching, these people telling me I gotta go to confession if I don't eat Jesus cracker. If I don't eat this fake blood sacrifice, I gotta go tell my business to this man who got a piece of paper to say he could speak on source and speak on the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You start to realize how foolish that all these situations is when you start answering to source within. You know what I'm saying? That heart. You know what I'm saying? But peace, happy now. Now's the vibrate. Not too far in the future, not too far in the past. Right now. Peace.